Under the headline of conservative lawyers who fought to overturn the election in 2020 continue to face no professional consequences, here we have Jeffrey Clark, the traitorous turd of a man who was conspiring with our satanically malevolent ex-president to overturn the 2020 election without a shred of evidence. In December of 2020, this Harvard-educated turned Trump Lackey was drafting letters with the Department of Justice letterhead advising the Georgia state legislature to just negate the actual results of the vote, which I'll remind everyone were confirmed multiple times to be completely accurate, and instead just effectively say that Trump had won the state. If I tell you that my blood boils every time I hear stories about mendacious traitors like this, I'm putting it mildly. Anyway, let's bypass the outrage and take a look at the most regrettable day of birth for this libertarian, conservative, pseudo-lawyer miscreant. Unfortunately, no birth time, which takes away the opportunity for precision. But maybe, just maybe, his attempt to hide under the radar after behaving in such a criminal way will not go unpunished. Look at that T-square formed by the Mars-Sun opposition with Jupiter and most likely the Moon squaring it at both ends. Back in 2020, Pluto was completing the Grand Cross, transiting at the other end in Capricorn, inclining Clark to aid and abet what was essentially a plutocratic coup, the kind any decent person identifies as a brazen attempt to defend and promote what is nothing other than fascism, pure and simple. All of this is Pluto, of course, but to his misfortune, the ploy failed. But the Pluto is still hanging around through 2021 and will still be there in 2022. Will he get in trouble as a result? Well, like I said earlier, without a birth time, I don't know what part of the chart the Pluto would be in, nor do I know if it is the kind of planet that could give him the whacking he so richly deserves. And certainly, from just looking at the day of birth, I really don't see enough to make it into a nasty transit planet. So, here's a prayer that his birth time makes it so, and likewise, that his birth time is from noon onwards, so that it can compromise that Cancer moon as much as possible by dragging it into the Pluto and Eris transit over the next several to possibly many years. I should also mention that while I said he's Harvard educated, one might get the idea he's really smart but really evil. However, I just came across a story reporting that back when he was trying to help Trump steal the election by basically making up various forms of excrement, he was telling senior justice officials that he knew of sensitive information indicating Chinese intelligence used special kinds of thermometers to change results in machines tallying votes. And that even when John Radcliffe, remember him, a total Trump loyalist, assured him via a classified briefing that China had not used magic thermometers, brilliant Jeffrey here was not persuaded. Great. Okay, here we go again. Now we realize that actually Harvard in no way means this guy is smart. Rather, he is illustrating yet again the law of birds of a feather hang together, as in Trump the big bird and this guy the other bird, both as mind-numbingly stupid as can be and both most likely mentally ill as well.